My love, do you have any idea how much I have missed you? Truly, it feels impossible to put into words just how deeply you've been on my mind. Every single day, every passing moment, thoughts of you have occupied my heart and soul. Even when I tried my best to focus on other things, to busy myself and distract my mind from missing you, something always drew me back to you. No matter how much I pushed your thoughts away, they returned again and again, filling my heart with an undeniable longing. I don't even know what was happening to me. I couldn't escape your presence in my mind, not even for a moment. Tell me, sweetheart, do you know why this was happening? Could it be because you were missing me just as much, thinking about me constantly? Is it possible that you were the reason I was unable to sleep peacefully these last few days? Because it's true, I have been struggling to find peace, tossing and turning at night, unable to rest properly. The only thing that seems to soothe me is the thought that perhaps, somewhere, you're thinking of me too. Was it your energy that kept me awake, kept me on edge, as if we were connected even across this distance? Baby, I love you so much, more than words could ever express. And trust me, I understand your situation and your feelings far more than you might think. Even if you don't say a single word, I know how much you miss me, how much you think about me. I can feel it. Even though we are apart right now, separated by circumstances beyond our control, I know without a doubt that there is no real distance between our hearts. I know that our connection runs far deeper than just the physical. There's a bond between us, something that no distance or time apart can weaken. I can feel it, and I know you can too. I understand that there are days when all you want is to hold me close, to wrap your arms around me and never let go. I can sense that longing in my own heart as well. I know there are moments when everything around you feels overwhelming, and you just want to escape from it all and find comfort in me. Trust me, I understand your frustration, your helplessness in the face of all these responsibilities and challenges you're dealing with. I know it's not easy, and I want you to know that I see everything you're going through. I understand it all, the weight you carry, the decisions you've had to make, and the reasons behind your actions. But baby, I also want you to know that I understand the intensity of your love and affection for me. I feel it in everything you do, in the way you care for me, even from afar. I am yours, and only yours, and no one in the world could ever take your place in my heart. You are the one I cherish above all others, and that will never change. So please, don't stress yourself so much over the distance or the challenges we're facing right now. I am your other half, the one who wants nothing more than to see you happy and at peace. I don't want to be the source of your worries or your stress. Instead, I want to be the reason you smile, the one who brings light and joy into your life. I want you to know that I'm absolutely okay, that I'm living my life joyfully and without any complaints. You are the most precious part of my life, and I could never love anyone the way I love you. Every moment we've spent together, every conversation we've had, I treasure it all. Those memories keep me going and remind me of how special our connection is. I will never ask more of you than what you can give, because your happiness is what matters most to me. Your peace, your well-being, they are my top priorities. So baby, please don't overthink things. Don't let the worries of life weigh you down. Just go with the flow, trust in the universe, and allow everything to unfold as it's meant to. Whatever happens, I truly believe it will be for the best. Life has a way of working things out, and I know that we'll be okay, no matter what. I just want to see you smiling, to know that you're happy, because that's all that matters to me. I love you more than you can imagine, and nothing in this world could ever change that. Hey there, sweetheart. I've been grappling with a question that's been bothering me for a while now, and I could really use your advice. You see, I have this close friend who has fallen deeply in love with someone who is already in a committed relationship with someone else. It's such a complicated situation, and I find myself at a loss for what to say to him. Should he confess his feelings, or should he keep them to himself? The person he loves is happy in their relationship, so why disturb their peace? Even if my friend doesn't expect anything in return, the mere act of confessing could still affect their friendship. And I'm not sure how to guide him through this delicate situation. I've been advising him to maintain some distance from the person he loves, but honestly, I'm conflicted. On one hand, when I think from a logical perspective, it seems like the right thing to do is to step back and let things be. After all, confessing his feelings might not change anything, and it could end up making things more awkward between them. It could even put unnecessary pressure on the person he loves, who's already in a relationship. But when I think from the heart's perspective, I can't help but wonder if it might be better for him to confess, even if the answer is a no. At least that way, he would have some kind of closure instead of holding on to feelings that might never be reciprocated. The thing is, it's a tough situation for him, and I can't imagine how painful it must be. He's torn between his emotions and the reality of the situation. I see him struggle with these feelings, and it hurts me to watch him suffer in silence. On one hand, he has every right to love whoever he wants. After all, the heart doesn't choose who it falls in love with. It just knows how to love, and there's no controlling that. But on the other hand, there's a reality that we can't ignore. The person he loves is already committed to someone else. So, is it fair for him to confess his feelings and potentially disrupt their relationship? Or should he just try to move on, even though that's easier said than done? I also don't know how much distance he should maintain from this person. Should he stop meeting them regularly? Should he avoid phone calls, social media interactions, and any other form of contact? Maybe creating some space would help him heal, but I worry that if he distances himself too much, it might hurt their friendship. And that's another layer of complexity. He values their friendship deeply, but his feelings could potentially change that dynamic forever. It's not easy being in love with someone who is already taken. I can't help but wonder, is it wrong to love someone who is in a relationship? Or is it wrong to hope that maybe, just maybe, that person might fall for you in the future? I find myself asking these questions over and over again. Who are we to decide what's right and what's wrong? It's not as simple as black and white. There are so many aspects to consider. Life is full of gray areas, and relationships are no exception. What makes it harder is watching him suffer. It's like he's caught between a rock and a hard place. He can't fully express how he feels, yet he can't hide it either. It's suffocating, not just for him but for me as well, because I care about him and I want to see him happy. I wish the divine would guide him in making the right decision, because at this point, I don't know what advice to give him. He dreams of a future with this person, but when I look at the situation from a realistic standpoint, I just don't see that happening. And that's hard to admit, both to myself and to him. But then again, life is unpredictable, and you never know what could happen in the future. So, what do you think he should do? Should he confess his feelings and risk the possibility of straining their friendship? Or should he wait, give it time, and try to heal on his own? I'm so torn between these two options, and I just want to give him the best advice I can. It's a difficult situation, and I know that no matter what he chooses, it won't be easy for him. But your opinion would be a huge help in guiding me as I try to support him through this.